Great Falls voters stuck with the incumbents last night in the school board election. They also chose newcomer Craig Duff to join the education policymaking body. MTN's Owen Skornick-Hayes was able to catch up with the winners to get their thoughts on the challenges that lie ahead.
3 new trustees have been selected for the Great Falls Public School Board. Now I had the chance to catch up with a few of them about their appointment. A slower but consistent stream of ballots were delivered all day at the Montana Expo Park Tuesday. 4 candidates running for 3 positions. Paige Tarosky, Gordon Johnson, Craig Duff, and Tony Rosales all listed. A final vote count has Tarosky and Johnson both re-elected and Duff newly elected, edging new appointee hopeful Tony Rosales by nearly 2,400 votes.
The most important things that we'll address going forward is teacher retention, finding teachers. That's immediate.
That's a sentiment echoed by newly elected Craig Duff.
School funding is always an issue. Teacher retention, teacher attraction, hiring new ones. Probably no new challenges, things that all districts have been dealing with.
Over 10,000 ballots were submitted for the 2025 Great Falls Public School Board election. New trustees will also be trusted to manage the district's $2.5 million budget shortfall entering the new fiscal year.
We have to find ways to live within our means.
The New Look Board will hold a reorganization meeting May 27th, and trustees will be sworn in. All trustees will then elect one another into new officer positions, such as chair and vice chair, as well as committees, such as policy, finance, and transportation. I spoke with Tony Rosales, chair of the Great Falls Libertarian Party, about his wishes for the school board, though he came up short.
I hope that the winners of this election, as well as our current school board members, they're actually prioritizing education and not necessarily the business end or the administrative end of public schooling.
Duff, who is set to replace trustee Mark Finicum, who did not seek re-election, is embracing the challenge.
I look forward to working with them and bringing me up to speed on all the challenges. It's kind of a tumultuous time in public service right now, and there's a lot of challenges ahead.
I'm grateful that our community chose us 3 to be entrusted to your children's education, and trust me, we'll do our level best.
From Great Falls, Owen Skornick-Hayes, MTN News.
An update to a story we first covered in February. The Lewis and Clark Humane Society has an update on huskies seized in an alleged animal cruelty case. The first of the 38 huskies involved in an animal cruelty case are now ready to be adopted. The 32 dogs seized in the alleged cruelty case are now the property of the Lewis and Clark Humane Society after being relinquished from their owner, Heather Dawn Prody.
These cruelty cases, it seems like they can go on forever. And it's not fair to the dogs to sit down here, and it's really hard on the staff to watch them.
Some of the dogs were pregnant at the time of being taken in by the shelter, so now there are 38 huskies. Lewis and Clark Humane Society says they're paying roughly $760 every day for these animals. Previously, LCHS only had them in their care, and without custody, what they could do for the dogs was limited. They're unable to do medical treatments unless they would save the animal's life, and they're not allowed to go off property. LCHS is working with partner shelters across Montana to transfer and trade dogs for a larger variety. The shelter says they will slowly start putting the huskies on the adoption floor, with the first few already available.